Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to start with a new topic, that is microorganisms in human welfare part 2. Let's start with microbes for commercial and medicinal uses. Acid producing microorganisms, that is microorganisms which produce acids for various commercial purposes, include Aspergillus niger, a form of fungus which is used for artificial synthesis of citric acid; Acetobacter aceti, a form of bacterium which is used for producing acetic acid, which is further used for production of vinegar; Clostridium butticillium, a form of bacterium which is used for producing butyric acid, which is further used as the raw material for various flavoring agents. Yeast, that is Saccharomyces cerevisiae, is used for commercial production of ethanol, which is further used for various industrial and chemical reactions. Microbes are also used for production of enzymes. These enzymes are basically catalysts or reagents which are used to speed or increase the rate of a chemical process. Lipase are also enzymes which are used in detergent formulation and are useful in removing oily stains from clothes in laundry. Streptokinase, produced by bacterium Streptococcus, are modified, that is genetic changes are brought about in such organisms. They are further used as clot buster for removing clots from blood vessels of patients who have undergone myocardial infarction. This is basically due to blockage formation in heart vessels, which could further lead to heart attack. Huge quantity of sewage or urban wastewater cannot be directly discharged into natural water bodies like rivers and streams. A major component of this wastewater is human excreta, that is human waste. This municipal wastewater is also called as sewage. It consists large amount of organic matter. This organic matter mostly consists of carbon compounds on which microorganisms live and various other variety of microorganisms. Many of them are pathogenic in nature, that is they are disease causing microorganisms. Before disposal, this sewage water is treated into sewage treatment plant to make it less polluting. Various steps are involved in treatment of this wastewater. These steps include primary and secondary treatment. Primary treatment involves steps basically involved in removing physical particles like small and large particles from sewage through methods like filtration and sedimentation. They basically involve soil and small pebbles. The primary effluent, that is a primary liquid waste, is further passed into large aeration tanks where it is constantly agitated, that is it is constantly moved with rigorous force with the help of machines, and air is pumped into it. This significantly reduces biological oxygen demand. In short, it is called as BOD of this effluent. The BOD test measures the rate of oxygen taken up by these microorganisms in a sample of water. Thus, indirectly, BOD is a measure of the organic matter which is required by these microorganisms to sustain present in water. Greater the BOD of wastewater, more is its polluting potential, that is polluting capacity. Sewage water is treated till BOD is reduced drastically. Once the BOD of sewage or wastewater is reduced significantly, the effluent is further passed into settling tanks where this bacterial flocks, that is a white cloudy suspension, that is mixture, is allowed to settle as sediments. This sediment is called as activated sludge. The remaining major part of this sludge is pumped into large aeration tanks called anaerobic sludge digester. Here other kinds of bacteria which grow anaerobically, that is which grow in absence of oxygen, digest, that is they consume the bacteria and fungi in the sludge. During this digestion, bacteria produce a mixture of gases such as methane, hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide. These gases form biogas that can be further used as source of energy as it is inflammable. This was it for this topic. If you have any doubt, please mention in comments. See you in next topic and thank you for watching it.